What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode, we explored the fields of Karava. This episode, we're going to advance the storyline, but first, I want to head to the Patron's Whisper because there's a new item we can get.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
A token, so we get 800 ability points, 25 briar clamshells, and 15 desert rose. Okay.
Here you are. All done?
I'm actually saving my ability points, so yeah, I got 3,100. I want to master some of these, like, ultimate abilities. Definitely not this one, though. I might actually reset and, yeah, I don't like that ability. The reason I don't like this one is because every time I use it, I can't see. It, like, fills the screen, and it's like a smoke screen. You can't see. We'll go ahead and master Flames of Rebirth. And we'll get a gouge. Master that. Okay. Let me go ahead and set that up if it's not already. There we go. Perfect. So we'll have Gouge and Wicked Will, and then we'll have Wind Up, Earth and Fury, and then those two. Alright, let's talk to Otto. Actually, let me go over here first. We got new here as well. State of the Realm.
I have the details here. One must understand one's place in the world. Very good.
Alright, there we go. Now let's talk to Otto.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Yugioh Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, let's go talk to Vivian.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Yugioh Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night.
Yeah, he put up a heck of a fight, though.
Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures. Study it well, Clive. The
Okay.
state of the realm is ever changing.
Got new dialogue here as well. Ask about Yugioh Kupka. Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
You ask, will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster, former Field Marshal Eugen Haville, whatever, however you pronounce his name, if any is to pick up the baton of command, shall surely be he. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder?
Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. For veterans such as these, Sid's Hideaway was a sacred refuge. Kupka took something from them. And now you have avenged that loss. They should be the first to hear the happy news.
Alright. Oh, they got new stuff available too. Out of the Shadow. I still can't get over this Hideaway, how beautiful it is. Like I said when I first unlocked the Hideaway, like I have a fear of water, but I'll be honest with you viewers, it'd be awesome to live somewhere surrounded by water. Like I'm not even joking.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
What can I get you, Sid? Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Now let's talk to Charon here.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Ask about Yugioh Kupka.
It's a relief.
Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you, Clive.
I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck, too. For many here, every other worldly woe paled in comparison to the threat of Yugioh Kupka. Now he is gone. We'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as of the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few. She got new stuff available. Ooh, the enhancer, that's nice. If you guys remember correctly, that was a sword in the old Final Fantasy games. It was more focused on magic, you know. I believe it had like good physical attack as well, though, but it was mainly built for magic. It's worse for stagger, but it's better for physical attack.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
I'm not going to equip that, though. Maybe after I upgrade it, I will, but...
It'd better all be here.
Okay, we could buy all this stuff now.
It's rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
You know, a lot of those I can just sell at this point. I have 1,200 sharp fangs. I mean, it's really not even worth selling them, though.
Come again.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. It's not even enough money.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Let's talk to Hawthorne, or Blackthorn here.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Yugioh Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Yeah, so... I like that, though. They're, like, putting over this villain, like, as some sort of, like, important figure, right? Like, he's obviously very important because all the NPCs are talking about him and everything, and the fact that he died and now everybody's happy, just to go to show you how much influence that
Back, are ya?
Yugioh had.
Good bloody riddance.
If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. This death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few hearts.
Mine included.
Thank you.
What do you want?
So I might be able to get the enhancer up enough to where it'd be better.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Should last you a good while.
Okay.
You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. And
Okay, it is better now. With both stagger and damage. 337 attack now. Now we need to go see this other guy.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Yugioh is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Yep.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Yeah.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Alright. So.
Oh, I'm never drinking again.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Head on up here. I'm gonna talk to Otto.
Passing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises.
You barely sat down since you came home. or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old Hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
There we go. Talk to Mid. Oh, we got a new.
Clive.
That's about Hugo Kupka.
It was luck, and luck alone.
That saw me safely out of the hideaway that night. Some of the others didn't make it. I see them, in my dreams sometimes. I always tell them, sorry that I wasn't able to save them. But yeah, Hugo had a big impact on the storyline because, you have all these people around here talking about him and everything. He destroyed the other hideaway, forcing us to go to this hideaway and all that stuff. His absolute refusal to die. We've battled him once as just himself, and then he had 3 different forms of Titan that we had to fight. So yeah, he put up one heck of a fight. He just did not want to die.
But now,
I could tell them something different. That Kupka's dead, that you avenged them. And it just goes to show you, Yoshi P, how he portrayed Hugo as someone who was so obsessed with a woman that it made him rage, right? And he was so enraged that he just refused to give up, and he just kept going and going and going, and just it was insane. The lengths that he went, swallowing the crystal and all that, even though he knows, he knew the risk, obviously, of swallowing the crystal, making himself super powerful, and turned him into, the super titan or whatever. And yeah, he was just dedicated to getting rid of Clive, and it didn't work. And it was all stemming from his love for Benedicta. If Benedicta was not in the picture, he would have not done all that. So, it's kind of insane. The lengths that will go for someone we love, It's a powerful emotion. I know what they'll say back to me, so let me say it for them, Clive. Alright, but we have new quest available. The Holy Empire of Sambrek. There's a quest here. There's also one in the Namekian Republic as well. Alright. For great justice and use your loaf. So we'll do one of those, I guess. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to. In this episode, we'll save those for the next episode. Let's go talk to Mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen.
Oh, the Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Nice reference to the old Final Fantasies. One of the...
Me and my dad designed it together.
I don't know what one the Enterprise was in. Was it 3?
Ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, I was right about 3. Is also in 4 as well.
I need some parts mecking.
And 14 and X2 as well. 10-2. It's an accessory in 10-2.
That channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shield
I'm getting a call from my cousin.
that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Alright. I'm ending the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll talk to Blackthorn later.